Jason Birchfield here at Birchfield Family Farm. I'm going to take you around and show you our grazing setup today. Quarter-acre paddocks, multi-species, both sheep and cattle. Show you how we do that. It's hot as blazes. We're going to give it a shot. Just made our cattle and sheep move. Today we are running quarter-acre paddocks out here at the farm. We have 8 quarter-acre paddocks. We move every 2 to 3 days, usually 3 days. 8 quarter-acre paddocks with a 1.5 acre overflow and another 1/2 acre up front across the farm. So running everybody 5 head of red Devon cattle and 17 head of St. Croix sheep. Though 9 of those are about 60-day-old lambs, so they're a little smaller. We're running everybody on, what is that, around 4 acres of ground. And been doing this for a couple years now, and I'm just really convinced of the benefits of when you got a grass-fed flock, doing the rotational grazing, moving as often as you can. But we don't get too crazy about it with the 3-day rotations. We could move more often, but 3 days has been about right. Definitely see an improvement. Look at all this clover. Year to year, we run you see our chicken tractor back there. We run our meat birds as well. So just very satisfying, very good feeling, having really healthy grass-fed animals and seeing a benefit to the ecosystem. Out here, we run beehives as well, and so the bees, this red and white clover is just loaded with honeybees. And of course, the bees are working all the time. Making the honey, pollinating our garden, and it's just life-giving out here to see it all function together. So we do struggle with flies this time of year, and our mineral feeder, as you can see there, we are running mostly Redmond garlic salt. I think that helps out a little bit with the flies. We try not to use the chemical sprays and such. So kind of a 3-pronged approach though. Doing the garlic salt for mineral. I do wrap large sheets of sticky fly paper if it gets really bad around a trash can turned upside down. And, we'll set that over by the water right there, just across the electric fence, and that will fill up with flies. That helps. And then also if they just get really bad, because we do have creeks and ponds and such that I think contribute to the flies, we will use that third-pronged approach, which is a mix up, apple cider vinegar, some mineral oil, some essential oils, that kind of thing, and we will spray them down. That doesn't last long, but usually doing all 3 of those things helps us out. You see everybody chowing down. One other thing I forgot to mention is a big part of this rotational grazing system is we try not to return to the same paddock for at least a minimum of 30 days. So 30 days has kind of been the magic number for us that we try and hit. So 30 days rest on each paddock before we come back. And that's gonna let manure break down, grass come back. It's not gonna be overgrazed, but that rest period is also important for the the St. Croix sheep, and the main parasite there is the barber pole worm. And so that 30 days is going to give time for that worm to die out and interrupt that reproductive cycle on the barber pole worm. So again, we shoot for 30 days rest on each paddock. And like I say, been doing this for a couple years, and that has worked. Seemed to work out well for us. I think we've doubled carrying capacity. You know, if you at least doubled carrying capacity on the ground here, if you compare that to a more traditional, conventional way of raising beef or lamb, you know, where you're just turning out, letting them go. I mean, for sure, definitely less labor that way, less labor cost involved. But you know, I think we're really ramped up, you know, the productivity on this little 4 acres here. Okay, so 1/4 acre paddocks working for us here on the farm.